Okay, so all of us want to live somebody else's life, and that's something I've been thinking about a lot, which is that we're never really happy with our circumstances. You know, we always want to change something about it. We always want to, we always look at other people and say, they had it easy, they got lucky. If only we had that life, we would have been able to do that as well. And the thing is that you may be right, you may be wrong. It doesn't matter because how does it serve you? Like, you know, you're born with the circumstances that you're currently in. You cannot do anything about it. What does focusing on things that you absolutely have no say over do to you? And why do you want somebody else's life so much? You don't even know what they went through, what were their struggles, what were their pains. And so, like, you know, when I was a little younger, I think so, a couple months back, I always used to think, right, these people who are born in basically first world countries, US and stuff, they had it, they have it so much easier. They have so many more opportunities. It's so much easier for them. And I used to say a lot of these things, right? And I realized that I used to use that as a justification of why I cannot do it because I'm not born there. Why I cannot do it because I'm born in a third world country where there are many restrictions, where there are many limitations, and there are not as many opportunities. And I used to use that as an excuse to tell myself why I couldn't succeed. And the thing is that most of us do that. And you know, once again, you may be right. You may be right that they have more opportunity. You may be right that it is easier for them to, you know, do stuff and get stuff that you want out of life. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change anything for you. It doesn't help you in any way. And so the title of this video is Why Do You Want to Live Somebody Else's Life? And when I think about it, I'm like, I have my struggles, I have my own challenges, and guess what? Nobody else gets to live this life that I'm living. Nobody in this entire world. The life that you are living, it's unique to you. So why would you, like, how boring will it be if each one of us has the same story? If each one of us had the same struggles, and like my struggles a little different, others have a little different struggles, right? And so it's like, well, each one of us are dealt with different cards, and we have to play the game regardless. You can choose to opt out of the game, but that's not an option, at least for me. And so if you're a winner, if you want to win, then you just got to accept that these are the cards that you're dealt with and got to play anyway. And that gives you a lot of strength, because you have to remember that, it's there's this line, it's very cliche, but it's very true, that winners win and losers lose. Because it's like, I promise you, and I try to remember this again and again, I try to remind myself of this again and again, that this 100%, no doubt about it, somebody who was dealt with worse cards, who had less opportunity, who had less hope, who had less chances of making it, and they still did it. They still won, because winners win and losers lose. So you got to choose your camp. You got to choose which path you want to go down on and live your life. Nobody else gets to live this life. Only you are the person with these unique experiences, with this unique story, with this unique challenges. It's unique to you. Why do you want to be like everyone else? And the thing is that we see on the outside, and it all looks so well planned, beautiful, but we don't know that what that person is going through. What are their struggles? What are the cost of that? And so it's very basic human nature that we want the rewards, we want the view without the hike, we want the thing without paying the price. And it's like, accept that there are things that you don't have any control over, and if you still choose to basically go after that goal and make it happen, then just get over it and point the finger inwards. I heard it from Alex Hormozy. It's probably been one of the most important insight for me, and that was that power follows the blame finger. So whoever it is right now that you're blaming for all your problems, whether that's your school, whether that's your college, whether that's your parents, whether that's the government, the person you point that finger towards and say, it's because of them. It's because of them that I cannot win. Like I was doing a couple months ago, like you are probably doing right now. You give that person all the power. So the person you point your fingers towards, you're saying that basically I don't have any control over my decisions, over my life, and this is the person who controls it. And the thing is that even if you're right, it moves the power away from you. Because if you cannot control it, then you cannot change it. You cannot do anything about it. But the moment you say, well, it might not be my fault, but it is my responsibility, and I will take the responsibility, and I'm not willing to spend the rest of my life whining about it, I want to change something about it, then you are the person in charge. You are the person of power. You can change it, and that gives strength. And so it's like, I'm doing this thing, I'm building this business, and I'm like, well, why do I have to go through these things? Why I have to go through these challenges that probably different people wouldn't have to go through? It's difficult for me because of this reason. It's difficult for me because of this reason. This gate is closed for me. Whatever it is your story. Once again, it is your life. Nobody else gets to live this life. So don't ask for somebody else's life. You don't know what the cost is. You don't know what their struggles is, how messed up they are, and just live your own life. Because at the end of the day, your story is something that nobody else gets to live. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ups, the downs. Enjoy the trenches. Enjoy the highs. And point the finger upwards, down, point the finger inwards, and accept the responsibility. That's been on the mind. Um, and it's a insight that when I learned, it changed a lot for me. So hopefully it will change something for you as well.